we're going to take a brief look at true and false number sentences. And number sentences, remember, have two parts to them, the left and the right side. So we're going to look in the table at our opening exercise at what each symbol stands for. Our first symbol is an equal sign. And for example, we could say 4 7/8 is equal to 4 875 100ths. Our second symbol is greater than. And we could say, for example, 5 1/4 is greater than 4 7/8. Our next symbol is less than. And we could say 4 1/2 is less than 4 7/8. Our last two symbols are sometimes a little unfamiliar to people. Our first one is less than or equal to. The little line underneath the less than sign is half of an equal sign. So this is saying is less than or equal to. And we could say 4 7/8 is less than or equal to 4 7/8. And that would be a true statement because 4 7/8 is equal to 4 7/8, and we have stated that it is less than or equal to, so that is true. And then likewise, in the same way, our final symbol is greater than or equal to. And we could say the same thing as we did above. 4 7/8 is greater than or equal to 4 7/8. But just to have something different, we'll say 4 1/4 is greater than or equal to 4 7/8. And again, that is true because 5 1/4 is greater than 4 7/8. There is some practice in class, just really some fluency practice. We're going to skip ahead to the exercises. And in the exercises, we're going to substitute the value into the variable and state in a complete sentence whether the resulting number sentence is true or false. And if it's true, we need to find a value that would result in a false number sentence. And if it's false, we want to find a value that would result in a true number sentence. So first of all, if we substitute 8 for x, that would be 4 plus 8 equals 12, and that is true. Because when we substitute eight for x and add 4, we get 12. We could make this false by substitute 9 for x. Substitute 9 for x would make the statement false. Now our next inequality, it's called an inequality when it is not equal to, but it is still a statement. 3 times g is greater than 15. If we substitute 4 1/2 for g, what we would have is 3 times 4 1/2, and I'm going to change that into an improper fraction. 4 times 2 is 8, plus 1 is 9. So 9 halves. 3 times 9 halves is greater than 15. I'm going to solve. And this would actually be 3 over 1 times 9 over 2, which is 27 halves, is greater than 15. And 27 halves, 27 divided by 2, is 13 1/2, greater than 15. That is not true. This is false, because when we substitute 4 1/2, we get 13 1/2, which is less than 15. Complete sentences, please. Our next problem, f divided by 4 is less than 2. We're going to substitute 8 for f. So if we substitute 8 for f, we have 8 divided by 4 is less than 2. And when we solve, 8 divided by 4 is 2. So we're saying that 2 is less than 2. And that, of course, is false, because 2 is not less than 2. It's greater than, or it's equal to 2. Our next inequality, 14 2/10, is less than or equal to h minus 10 3/10. They're asking us to substitute 25 8/10 for h. So let's go into our problem. Substitute for h. And 25 8/10 minus 10 3/10 would be 15 5/10. And 14 2/10 is less. So this is a true statement. And when we look at the rest of the exercises, you can check to see whether your numbers match. But remember that you also are required to write a full sentence. And if it is false, you need to make it so that it is true. If it's true, you need to make it so that it is false.